What's going on, all my good people out there in social media world? How are y'all doing tonight on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday? We're in for another show, Dollar Discussions, man. Tonight, we're going to be talking about another round of stimulus checks going out. We're going to be talking about how to turn 100 into 800. And we're also going to be talking about group economics. All right? So, if you're the first time watching me, my name is Daryl Boyles. I'm a personal finance coach and a real estate agent here in the big, humongous city of Columbia, South Carolina. And what I do is I help people improve their finances and also increase their wealth through real estate. All right, and also through personal development. Okay, I got beard gang going on right now. You know, the barbershop's closed. So I'm looking little scruffy right now going on. So just bear with me. But yeah, man. So like I said, tonight, I got a lot of good information to share with y'all tonight. A lot of good information tonight. Like been seeing all through my timeline, people posting about turning 100 into 800. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about some more stimulus packages that has been proposed, and I'm going to share with you something that's probably new to a lot of people that never heard of it, but it's gonna be good. It's a concept in group economics that I'm gonna share with y'all. So man, my thoughts and prayers goes out to everybody, man. I hope y'all staying safe out here in these streets. Please stay safe, man. Stay safe, if not for yourself, for the ones that you love and for the ones that you care about. I know you might be healthy and strong, but you might have an aunt or uncle or a grandparent, somebody that's older or somebody that's more susceptible to this COVID. So please, man, stay safe. Here where I live at in South Carolina, the governor is calling for businesses and a lot of other public places to reopen, but please stay at home. Stay your behind at home. Stay home. It's such a mixed message. Like every state is kind of doing their own thing, and I don't think that's a good thing. I think we need to all be on one accord, which is, you know, quarantine and making sure this thing passed without people getting sick or dying like a lot of people are. So definitely stay safe. I think like most people think, as far as they want these businesses back open to start to generate that cash flow, to get that money going, but it's not worth it's not worth your life. Like a lot of these owners or a lot of different officials, I say, they're not going to be in those places working these jobs, dealing with the public. So it's in your best interest to take hold and to make sure that you good, because nobody's gonna care about you like you care about you. All right. So definitely do that. Definitely. When them doors open, that don't mean you got to go through them. Keep your behind at home. All right. So let's get to it. If y'all out there, man, say what's up to me, man. I see the numbers going up. Say what's up, man. Wave to me or something, man. Beer gang, yes, beer gang is in full effect right now. I don't know. I feel a little older. With all this hair on my face, so I gotta go holler at my barber here soon. But all right, so a lot of checks started going out. A lot of checks have started going out. A lot of stimulus checks. So if you got your stimulus check, I hope you're doing right by it. I hope that you are paying off debt. You increasing some savings. I hope that you gonna hold on to it. Don't go out there in Walmart. I see Walmart, man. Walmart got all the TVs lined up as soon as you get in there. Don't buy one of them TVs, please. Do not do it. Just hold on to it. Some people are happy with it. Some people are saying, "Hey, this ain't enough. I got way more bills than this. I need more." So there are some politicians who have proposed some different ideas. According to Forbes, there are 3 options that has been proposed. The first one is $2,000 a month for every adult, every working adult, and for every child that's over the age of 16 for up to a year. So if you're a husband and a wife, the husband will get $2,000 and the wife will get $2,000 so she can get her husband. So that'll be $4,000 a month, not including kids. All right. So definitely. Do y'all think that's gonna go through though? Do y'all think that they'll actually give every working adult $2,000 for like a year? That's $24,000 for one adult. Just wanted to run them numbers by you real quick. So that'd be $48,000 for a couple. So I hope I got my numbers right. I'm seeing the wife giving me some eye emojis. But yeah, $4,000 a month for a couple, for a married couple who found out together for 12 months. That's $48,000. So I don't know. We'll see. Another option is to cancel rent and mortgage payments for a whole year. I don't know how I feel about that one. I mean, I wouldn't mind not having to pay my mortgage payment, but I wanna get rid of the mortgage. So definitely not as excited about that one. And the other one is Getting America Back to Work Act. This is like a payroll tax that will provide a payroll tax rebate that covers 80% of payroll expenses. So this is more so if you running a business with multiple employees, then this is the one that you want. All right, but what option do you think would be better? Let me know in the comments. Talk to me in the comments. Would you think which option will work best for you? Is it the $2,000 a month for a year? How would that work for you? Do you think that'll work for you? Would you be better off if you didn't have to pay a rent or mortgage for a year? Or would you think the Getting America Back to Work Act with the taxes, do you think that'll be better for you? So let me know in the comments. Talk to me. Talk to your boy. Let me see who I got going out there in social media world. Checking the comments. $2,000 a month. And for those who just tuning in, tonight we're going to talk about this COVID. We're going to talk about this COVID, what we're doing now, the stimulus, everything like that. That's what we're covering now. And I got a couple more points I want to share with you. I got some great information. All right, so those of you, the money, Lewis say the money, Kiosha say the money. Lewis, what's up? What that $2,000? Yeah, I don't know if that'll work though, because it's so much money. I think that it'll just drop. The inflation, and what I mean by inflation is the value of the dollar drop, and that's when everything else, the cost of everything else will start to rise. So I don't know if that'll go through, because that is a lot of money for every working adult. Not saying that I don't want it to. I just don't think that will happen. Even though Canada's doing that right now. Canada is breaking their people off with $2,000 a month. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, tell Keita I say the money too. All right. So throughout my timeline, throughout the time I spent on social media, I've been seeing people post about this turning $100 into $800. If you've seen that on your timeline, let me know. Has anybody asked you, hey, put in 100, you'll get 800 back? Have you seen that on your timeline? Has anybody asked you to join it? Do you know anything about it? Talk to me in the comments. Let me know your thoughts or what somebody has said to you about the turning the 100 into 800. What do you think about that? Talk to me. Say something to it. Say something to me. All right. Let me see. I got some emojis going. Nobody has seen the turning the 100 into 800 on their timeline. Is that just me? It can't be just me. Miss Gertrude says no. Miss Gertrude, you ain't see that? You ain't see nobody has asked you, hey, put in 100, get 800 back? All right, well, let me keep going then. So I'm gonna start out with this story, okay? So back in the early, Deshaun says he's seen it. All right, bet. Did you put your 100 in, Deshaun? That's the question. Did you put your $100 in? All right. So back in the early 1900s, right? It was a guy. He moved from Italy in 1903, right? And he started a business. What he did was say, hey, what I'm gonna start doing. What's up, Rodney? What I'm gonna start doing is, he said, hey man, I'm gonna flip these. I'm gonna start a business flipping these coupons. So what happened is, the guy, he would buy coupons like overseas, and they would mail them and redeem them in a whole nother country. So it was like a little markup. It was a small percentage that you can make. It's like, hey, you can make some money off this. So the guy started flipping. He started flipping coupons internationally. So what the coupons was redeemable for, they was redeemable for postage stamps. All right. So, back in the day, it wasn't emails and stuff like that. Like, you literally had to mail your stuff. So he said, hey man, there's profit in this. So what he did was he started flipping the coupons. And then what happened was, he got people to start investing in it, right? So investors would come, and he said, hey man, If you give me X amount of dollars, I'll give you back I'll give you your money back plus 50% in 45 days. But hey, if you give me 90 days, I'll double your money. I'll double your money. I will double your investment if you give me 90 days. So what happened was he started using the new investors' money to pay the early investors. So he stayed true to his word. So in 45 and 90 days, the early people got their money back. The early people got the money that they put in. The early people, they got it back. But he was paying them with the new investors' money. So the new investors would come in. Once my man got their money, he would pay the previous investors. So now the previous investors like, oh man, this is really working. He's really staying true to his word. I'm going to invest more money. Not only am I going to invest more money, I'm going to get other people to. I'm going to put my friends on. I'm going to put my family on. We all going to get this money. And this is back in the early 1900s. So my man is flipping. He's flipping coupons for postage stamps. What happened is one of the Barron's guy, big time Wall Street guy, he says, hey man, he said there's something's not right about that. The amount of coupons that he needs is not even available in the doggone U.S. for him to be doing this. So he wrote an ad in the paper, in the Boston Globe, whatever the Boston paper was at that time called. He wrote an ad for exposing them. So what happened was, the officials saw that, they ended up raiding them, and sure and behold, it was a scam. The guy's name was Charles Ponzi. This is the very first Ponzi scheme. And the way a Ponzi scheme works is the new investors pay the early investors. So if you get in early enough, you get your money back and some. So this is the same concept that's going around Facebook right now. I read one of the photos, and the photos was like, this is not a Ponzi scheme, but it is. That 100 to 800 is textbook Ponzi. You put in your $100, then you get other people to put in $100, and then that's how you get your $800 back. But I've been seeing people post about, man, you just put $100 in and you gone, you out. That's textbook Ponzi. People, if you're seeing this, somebody asks you, just please do not do it. Normally, when something sounds too good to be true, it normally is. Who in their right mind wouldn't want to turn $100 into $800? But also, who in their right mind would? You have to ask yourself, like, how is my $100 turning into $800? Like, explain that to me. The richest man, one of the richest men in the world, Warren Buffett, he does not invest in technology companies because he said he does not understand how to value the company. So he just doesn't do it. So when the bubble bust back in the early 2000s, he wasn't a big loser like that because he didn't invest in something he doesn't understand. So when somebody hits you up saying, hey man, I can turn your 100 into 800, ask them how. If they say get your money, you just put your money in and then you wait a couple days and you just get it back. Nah, it doesn't work like that. That's a scam. I mean, it will work if enough people start to, put their money in. It's going to work, but eventually it's going to stop. And the only person who's going to win is the person that's at the, well, this isn't a pyramid scheme. This is a circle scheme. I'm seeing the circles. The only person who is winning is the person at the center of the circle who's getting $100 fresh when they come in. So if I'm talking to somebody, is any of this stuff making sense to somebody? Y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know if what I'm saying, if any of this stuff is registering to you. If you've seen any of this stuff throughout the timeline, turning to 100 and 800, does any of this stuff, does that even seem logical to you? Like, I'm not telling you what to do. You grown, you're an adult, but I am telling you what to do. Don't do that. Like, that doesn't make sense for you to put your hard-earned money. Like, I know Trump just sent out these checks with this $1,200 for a lot of people, but don't use that money to just put into a scam. Like, that's all it is. It's a scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme. You put your money in, you wait, other people come to put their money in, and then that's when you get your money back, hopefully. But if you put your money in and nobody else puts money in, then you're just out of money. I wouldn't do this. And this people you don't even know. All right, so I promise y'all something that a lot of people never really heard about. I wanted to share with y'all. And this is like a concept in group economics. It's called a SOUSU. SOUSOU. All right, SOUSU. or some people might call it a hand. Back in the day, probably around our grandparents. Well, I don't know how old you are. Let's just say the 70s, 60s, 70s. A lot of immigrants, when they came over to America, they didn't have access to bank accounts or anything like that. So what they did was they participated in group economics. So what an example would be is if I put up, let's say, $100, and I get 15 of my friends to all put up $100, right? So this would be, everybody would get their share. So let me explain it. So I'm at a loss for words right now. So if like you get a group of people, right? Group of people that you know, group of people that you like, a group of people that you trust. You get a group of people all together, right? People that you would trust with your money, with your family, people that you know and you trust. So let's say if it's 20 of y'all. So 20 of y'all all put up $100, right? So throughout that hand, or throughout the term of that hand, what some people call it Osusu, it would be $2,000. So everybody in that group would get $2,000. But the way you do it is you would pay $100. Everybody pays $100 at one time. Everybody pays $100, let's say, every week. So if you get 20 people to put up $100 every week, everybody that was in that hand gets $2,000. The reason why people would do this, they don't have access to banking. They can't save like that. Something like this forces you to save. All right. So do y'all understand what a susu is? Am I clear to you? I know I was kind of jumbling my words a little bit. Talk to me in the comments. Do y'all get what a susu is, or a hand? Some people call it a hand. That originated back in Africa, way back in the day. But you know, that kind of, as the people migrated into America, they kind of brought that with them. Would any of y'all try a susu? And the difference between a susu and this Ponzi scheme that's going around Facebook now is that it's a reoccurring thing. So if it's me and 10 of my friends, the susu, or the hand, would go for 10 weeks. Everybody put up $100 every 10 weeks, and that when your name, or when you're at the top or whatever, you'll get $1,000 at one time. That's and then you keep everybody. You only get out what you're putting in. So if you put in $100 for 10 weeks, that's $1,000. But the difference is you'll be able to get that large lump sum at one time. Like if we did that now, we'll be able to knock off some debt. We'll be able to have some savings. She said, yes, puts in money and gets their turn off. Yeah, when your name is called, you get your share of the pot, but you keep going. And this is with people that you know, that you like, that you trust. So it's not with some random person that's just happens to be in your timeline that's running off with the cash. So a group would elect the treasurer. The treasurer would pretty much somebody that's good with administrative stuff, or pretty much will handle a group, clear rules and parameters. Somebody with admin, like I call my boy Rodney. He's an admin person, so I would elect him the treasurer if I was to do a hand with him. So everybody you would draw straws, pick a number, whatever the case may be. Everybody's going to get their share. But you do it in order, and it's reoccurring every week. Unlike what's going on now with this stuff with Facebook, you just put in $100 to get $800 back. The people don't do that. That's not logical. It makes no sense. Keep your $100 to your family. Use that $100 to start a savings account for your kids. Use that $100 to put under your mattress. Use that $100 to put it in your pillow. Use that $100 to put gas in your car to go to work for a couple of weeks, or even a whole month, the way gas prices are. That's how you turn that $100 into $800. Use that $100 to buy you some financial literacy books. Starting with mine. Order my book, One Paycheck at a Time. You can get it on Amazon or onepaycheckbook.com. Just want to throw that out there. And get you some Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Increase your financial literacy. Use that $100 to step your financial IQ up. Don't use this $100 in a scam just because you desperate or on lure of trying to get some more money. So that's all I got for y'all tonight, man. What questions do y'all have for me? No, we covered a lot. I don't want to keep y'all long tonight. No, how long I've been on? It don't say. about 20 minutes. So, in recap, y'all got any questions? Did y'all like tonight? How was tonight? If y'all enjoyed it, hit the share button. Send this to a friend who wants you to turn that 100 into 800. So we covered the different proposals that's on the floor right now for new stimulus packages. One of them is you get $2,000 a month for 6 or up to a year. I seen one of the articles, and that's by Forbes. Another option is no rent or mortgage for up to a year. And the other one is Getting America Back to Work, where they cut the payroll taxes. We talked about what a Ponzi scheme is, the original Ponzi scheme. I hope that was educational for you. Like Bernie Madoff, that's what he was doing. All a Ponzi scheme is the new investors pay the early investors. The early investors get their money, and not everybody's telling everybody about it. And it just gets bigger and bigger until it collapses. That's pretty much how Ponzi schemes work. And that's pretty much all this 100 to 800 talk is. All right, and we also covered the SUSU, and that's what we talked about with the group economics, when everybody's putting in their fair share for a certain amount of time. Do I have any questions out there for me tonight? Got the beer game going on. We'll see how long this lasts. Is it a good time to buy a house? Absolutely, Miss Victoria Williams. It is an amazing time to buy a house, because interest rates are so low. Interest rates are at historic lows, and you're gonna get locked in. Even once the economy corrects itself, you're gonna be locked in. So definitely hit me up. We can get that process started and getting you into a house. We should get 3 other couples and conduct the SUSU. I got an idea. Okay, you ain't saying nothing but a word, Lewis. Nothing but a word, but they got to be trustworthy though. Cause I hate to egg somebody's house. The $100 that I put in, I'll buy $100 in eggs and egg their house. Any other questions y'all got for me out there tonight? Yes, it is a good time to buy a house. If you know anybody that's trying to buy, definitely shoot me a DM. Let's talk. I got credit people. I got finance people. You got credit issues. I got a plug for you. I got good lenders. I also got a lender that can do loans in the 500s. So if you know anybody that's like 580, they have some credit issues holding them back, but their job is stable, I got a lender now that can do loans in the 5s. So definitely get in contact with me. So man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. In closing, don't do that 100 to 800. Also, if you like this video, please share. I'm trying to get my reach out there. So please share, and also prevent people from losing that $100. So if you liked anything I said tonight, just hit that share button in the right-hand corner for me, and I will see y'all next time. And I hope y'all enjoyed tonight. Peace.